If I ask you to name the inventors who built the modern world, your mind probably jumps to the West. We automatically think of the Greeks, the Romans, or the stars of the European Enlightenment, like Isaac Newton. But very few of us know the stories of Eastern pioneers, like the physicist C.V. Raman. Our modern education system has a geographic blind spot. It teaches us that the blueprint of civilization is exclusively Western, leaving a massive gap in our understanding of global history. We are using ancient Indian technologies in our daily lives without knowing it. To see how, we have to rewind the timeline and look at the inventions that actually built our world. The standard historical benchmark for early sanitation is usually ancient Rome. These stone latrines allowed citizens to sit in public rows, while running water cleared waste from the channels below. Medieval Europe saw a decline in that engineering. Gravity-fed wardrobes were built into the upper floors of castles, designed to simply dump waste down a stone chute and into the public streets. But 5,000 years ago, the Indus Valley civilization was already light years ahead of these medieval systems. Excavations show they possessed the first functional flush toilets connected to complex piping. This wasn't a primitive setup. Wastewater was routed from homes through terracotta pipes into underground septic tanks. This infrastructure relied on extreme precision. Using ivory rulers, builders manufactured every brick to an exact 4:2:1 mathematical ratio. Modern urban planning and private plumbing originated as Indian civil engineering feats, thousands of years before they appeared in Western municipalities. While the Industrial Revolution is often credited with the birth of mass-produced textiles, India has a 7,000-year history of cultivating cotton. This ancient weaving tradition was established long before the first European looms. Even the smallest parts of our clothing started here. Buttons were first invented in the Indus Valley as seashell ornaments, only later evolving into the functional fasteners we use today. This ingenuity extended to global trade. For over 2 millennia, India held a total monopoly on the diamond market. Every diamond found anywhere in the world before the 1700s is of Indian origin. They also mastered early metallurgy through the creation of Wootz steel. It was considered such a high-end luxury that King Porus gifted 2.5 tons of it to Alexander the Great during his invasion. The most famous proof of this skill is the Iron Pillar of Delhi. It has stood in the open air for 1,600 years, yet it remains completely free of rust. In agriculture, Indians were the first to move beyond raw sugarcane. They discovered how to crystallize the juice, creating the first refined, storable sugar. India established large-scale trade in textiles, steel, and refined sugar, while the West was still primarily subsistence-based. Long before the founding of Oxford or Cambridge, India established the first university system. Takshashila, built in the 5th century BCE, was the world's first true center of higher learning. It was massive in scale, hosting 10,000 international students who studied 60 different subjects, ranging from medicine to astronomy and music. This environment of study led to the discovery of zero, a concept the West initially rejected. European religious leaders actually banned the use of zero for a time, fearing that nothingness was a sign of the devil. While the West feared the void, Indian philosophy embraced it. The spiritual concept of shunyata, or nothingness, provided the intellectual framework for scholars to define zero as a functional mathematical value. Algebra, calculus, and the binary code powering modern computers all require the presence of zero as both a placeholder and a value. True intellectual dominance requires the cultural willingness to embrace the unknown, a philosophical leap India made centuries before the West. From the buttons on your shirt to the plumbing in your home and the code on your phone, the foundations of modern life were laid in the ancient Indian subcontinent. These specific innovations suggest the path to the modern world was paved by civilizations often left out of our history books. When we decenter the traditional Western narrative, we discover that the story of how we became modern is far older, richer, and more globally interconnected than we were ever taught.